The ocean, which covers more than 70% of the Earth's surface, is unquestionably the lifeblood of our planet. Because we've only scratched the surface of this huge region, there's still plenty to see and learn about what lies beneath the surface of our lovely deep blue sea, including mysterious underwater structures. In today's video, we will be discussing underwater structures that still make no sense. Florida's Neptune Society Memorial Reef. A memorial place about 3 miles off the coast of Key Biscayne, Florida, functions as a form of cemetery for created remains. This artificial reef, which was inspired by the lost city of Atlantis, opened in 2007 and lies at a depth of 40 feet and covers a half acre of land. The material that makes up the reefs is made up of cremation ashes mixed with cement. This underwater metropolis includes domes, arches, benches, roadways, gates, columns, and a lion. Divers and boaters are welcome to visit the reef. However, fishing and lobster harvesting are prohibited because it is a special management zone. Spain's Museo Atlantico Underwater Museum. Museo Atlantico, Europe's first underwater museum, is located at a depth of 12 meters in the clean waters of the Atlantic Ocean. This exhibit is made up of over 200 pH-neutral cement sculptures that are life-size human figures arranged in a circle just off the coast of Lanzarote, Spain. The exhibit's location, Baja de las Coloradas, has become a popular tourist and cultural destination for divers from all over the world. The structures, which cover a total area of about 2,500 square meters, will eventually help marine life flourish and the island's species breed. The Lost Villages of Ontario in Canada. In order to build the St. Lawrence Seaway in Ontario, Canada, 9 villages were buried permanently in 1958. Many businesses and households were granted market value compensation to relocate, but many believed it was insufficient owing to already low values from the Seaway plan. The goal of the Seaway was to make the rivers deeper so that ports along the Great Lakes could be reached more easily, as well as to generate hydropower for inexpensive electricity. The St. Lawrence Parks Commission provides various access locations to study underwater history, making it a popular diving destination today. The sunken fake Moai at Easter Island, Chile. The squared human head monuments known as Moai weigh up to 86 tons each and number around 1,000. Except for one, they're all on dry land on the island. But the one that's submerged off the coast isn't exactly an ancient marvel. Unfortunately, it's only a prop from Kevin Costner's 1994 Hollywood film, The Fox Moai. On the other hand, it's nevertheless a sight to behold and is on many divers' bucket lists. Thailand's Junkyard Reef. Koh Tao, sometimes known as Turtle Island, is part of an archipelago off Thailand's western coast. The island's official population was 1,382 in 2006, and its economy is solely based on tourism, particularly diving. Junkyard Reef is precisely what its name implies, junk. Anything that wouldn't hurt the environment was sunk for fish to use as a new home. Toilets, automobiles, exercise equipment, and even a bridge are among the items on the list. It's a shallow spot with a depth that varies between 10 and 12 meters depending on the tide. The visibility fluctuates from 5 to 20 meters depending on the season, as it does in most places. What a strange thing to do with your old junk, I think. China's mysterious underwater city. One of the most beautiful ruins in the world can be seen underwater in China's Qingdao Lake. These nearly pristine intact temples with their monuments, which have exquisitely detailed carvings on them, date back to the 2nd century and were built during the Eastern Han Dynasty. Because the city was encircled by the 5 Lion Mountains, it was given the name Xizang, which loosely translates to Lion City. The government purposefully drowned the city in 1959 to build the dam for hydroelectric electricity. It's presently a popular diving destination with depths ranging from 85 to 131 feet. Itha Undersea Restaurant in the Maldives. This underwater construction can be enjoyed by anyone who is not a certified scuba diver, snorkeler, or swimmer. It's called Itha and is the world's only undersea restaurant made entirely of glass. Itha was named the most beautiful restaurant in the world by New York Daily News in 2014. It is 16 feet below sea level and provides a panoramic view of the magnificent coral gardens that surround it to its visitors. It offers 4-course lunches and 6-course dinners featuring contemporary European cuisine. However, you will pay a premium for the underwater ambiance, since lunch for 2 can cost up to $500. I'm not sure why we need a restaurant so deep below the surface, but I'm sure it's an exciting experience if you get the opportunity to dine there. The silent evolution of MUSA in Cancun. Just off the coast of Cancun, one of the world's most unusual and spectacular museums is located underwater. The Mahones Reef off the the shore of Isla Mujeres, a Mexican island in the Caribbean Sea, are home to the MUSA, Cancun Underwater Museum. This museum, which was founded by underwater sculptor and photographer Jason DeCaires Taylor, attracts over 750,000 visitors each year and is easily accessible to snorkelers and divers. It houses an awe-inspiring exhibit of 400 sculptures, most of which represent humans who appear to be frozen in time. Its goal is to raise public awareness of the fragility of aquatic life, such as corals. Aquarius Research Facility, Florida Keys. In the globe, there is just one functioning permanent underwater research lab, which is located in the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary. The underwater habitat is located just a few miles south of Key Largo on the ocean floor at 62 feet of water near Conch Reef. Because it is located in a marine sanctuary, the fish and coral populations are much healthier than they are in the other undersea locations. It's about the size of a school bus and could hold up to 7 people at once. Researchers, Florida Institute University students, NASA, and the Navy utilize it as a training facility, but if you're not a part of any of those, you can participate for $4,500 to spend a night in it during FIU's special expedition season. The Tank in Aqaba Marine Park, Jordan. The Tank is located in the Aqaba Marine Park, just 6 meters off the coast of Jordan. The plainly titled Tank is an American M42 duster with a remarkable visibility of plus 25 meters, which is a very essential factor for a diver. The Jordanian Royal Ecological Diving Society cleaned it up and sank it in 1999. It produced an artificial reef, which is now home to sponges, soft corals, and colorful reef fish. This is a diver's paradise to observe all of the spectacular marine life happening, as the tank is packed with invertebrates like shrimps, crabs, and starfish in all of the tank's numerous nooks and crannies. Cayman Islands Bronze Mermaid. Amphitrite, Siren of Sunset Reef, a mermaid statue sits in 55 feet of water off the coast of Grand Cayman. Sunset Reef is the house reef at Sunset House Resort, which she was dedicated in 2000 and released into the sea during a ceremony held by the resort's general manager. Simon Morris, a Canadian artist, sculpted the bronze statue, which stands 9 feet tall and weighs 600 pounds. Her name was picked in a contest in which a 14-year-old girl from Philadelphia received a free trip to Grand Cayman for submitting the winning name. Her mythological name was Amphitrite, and she was the queen of the seas. Poseidon, the god of the seas, was her husband. The subway car, Artificial Reef, Delaware. Hundreds of New York City subway vehicles have been retired to the ocean's bottom to find a new home, 16 nautical miles off the coast of Delaware. According to the New York Times, they're turning a barren stretch of the ocean floor into a lush oasis, blanketed in seagrasses, walled high with blue mussels and sponges, and teeming with black sea bass and tautog. A total of 666 subway cars have made their way into the ocean below, and the fish seem to enjoy their spaciousness, as well as the car's weight, which assures that it will remain firmly anchored to the bottom. Cleopatras, Alexandria in Egypt. Egypt is home to one of the world's richest ancient sites, discovered off the coast of Alexandria after being lost for 1600 years. An earthquake and tsunami are actually thought to have sunk Cleopatra's empire. The entire city was drowned, with all of its statues, columns, and antiques remaining mostly undamaged. The foundation of the palace, red granite columns, shipwrecks, sphinxes, and statues of Isis have all been uncovered. Although archaeologists have been digging the site since 1998, divers can still see several items. Because it's in shallow water approximately 5 to 8 meters, divers can get a lot of bottom time, although visibility is poor. Well, those were just some of the world's most bizarre and unique underwater structures. Some definitely didn't make sense and may never, whereas some are still used to this day, specifically the underwater restaurant. Thanks for watching.